Okay. First of all, thank you very much for the time. I tried to stick to the 10 minutes, and but I would like to invite you to shoot any question you may have at me at any given time, because the 10 minutes include also Q&A, and I'm starting right now. I have a beautiful destination, which is Germany, right in the middle of our European continent, and our CPB Culture Partner Berlin, as the name says, is located in Berlin, but we're working all over the German territory. So that gives us also plenty to do in Munich, in Hamburg, in Frankfurt, in Cologne, wherever you want to go in Germany. So what we have is a fascinating destination here. This is a brief overview of Germany in a nutshell. We've got big cities. Well, not so big if you compare it to Mexico, but Berlin has 3.8 million inhabitants, is also our largest destination. As for requests, we have about 80%, well, 60%, let's not overdo it, of our requests are for Berlin. Second rank is Munich, followed by Hamburg and Cologne and Frankfurt, of course. But we have also beautiful countryside. So we also do team buildings in the countryside. We can do tours. We can take, for example, very nice vintage cars and drive around in Germany. So there is a lot to do. And we've got beautiful coastlines. A little bit about our destinations, other than Berlin, which is beautiful, a very changeable, very exciting city, and I will get into that a little bit more in a second. We have, for example, Cologne, which has a huge fairground, which also has a very nice old city, which has wonderful beer, and which has an atmosphere which is almost Mediterranean, because the Cologners are very outgoing, and it's a very buzzing, very lively city. Munich is combining tradition and future together. Yes? Is there a question? No. Okay. And we also have a big congress center there. We have BMW, which has a wonderful area there, which is called Motor World, where you can do also events. And there's a lot of green area in Munich as well. Hamburg, the gateway to the world, to the north, has a beautiful Philharmonie, which is newly built, has a wonderful harbor, has a very lively touch to it, and a very cool nightlife, as has Berlin. But Hamburg's also very cool. Hanover is right in the middle of the city. It's a very well-known trade city. So there's one of our biggest industrial fairs in Germany is actually there. Then we have Dresden, which is south of Berlin, so 2 hours by train, you're there. It's a gem. It's completely refurbished after World War II. It is right at the river, and it is astonishingly beautiful. And you have a lot of very, very nice castles in the area where you can do also some very spectacular gala dinners. Frankfurt am Main is our main airport, so this is where you would land actually when you come from overseas to Berlin, to Germany. Then from there you can either stay there and have a look around, because also there you have a lot of tradition meets innovation, what we were writing to Dresden. This could also fit for Frankfurt. And we have a lot of possibilities also there location-wise to arrange conferences, to arrange shows, to arrange congresses, various incentives. And the surrounding of Frankfurt is also very nice, because there we already have the first step into the wine area, which then from Frankfurt on goes south in Germany. Leipzig is also a very nice fair city, 1 hour by train from Berlin, and it features, together with Frankfurt, our biggest fairground for books. I told you that it is easy to combine cities also in Germany once you're there, not only for incentive travel, but you may think about our most popular routes are really Munich, Dresden, Berlin, which you can easily combine. That would be actually, if you land in Munich, if you have something to do in Munich, and we could actually start from there, then go up to Dresden, which you see there under Berlin. Then stay a night in Dresden, have a boat trip, have a beautiful gala dinner, have or a nice dinner outside in one of the palaces that is outside of Dresden, and then you can go to Berlin and have a little bit more of the modern flavor. The other thing you can do is basically Frankfurt, which is the biggest airport, and combine that with Heidelberg and Stuttgart, for example, and then fly back from Stuttgart or go back to Frankfurt by train and then fly back from Frankfurt. And Heidelberg is considered one of the most beautiful cities in Germany. You can see it down there to the right-hand side. It is very well known because it hasn't been destroyed in World War II, and you can see really like an old German city, what it looks like. We also have a beautiful castle on the top, as you can see. So there's a lot to see as well there. This is a little bit about us. We are, of course, for years and years and years members of GDA, even when it was called by another name. So we are sticking with you now, I think it's over 10 years. And we are also a member of Visit Berlin. We have a very good network in Germany. So wherever you want to go, we can actually host wonderful, unforgettable events for you. And let's just have a look a little bit at Berlin, just to give you one destination and one idea what we can do. These are wonderful pictures of Berlin. This is a little bit, we have a lot of old industrial buildings in Berlin that we use now for other purposes. And example for locations are here. This is an old ballroom. The ballroom culture was very big at the end of the 19th century, beginning of the 20th century, and we still have.
Sabine,
yes,
we can't see the pictures.
Okay.
Seems like your presentation is stuck on the first. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Okay. So then we can. I can actually. I have no idea because I honestly don't know why it doesn't like my presentations, Teams, but if you can see it like this, then we can go on, because then I can see you as well. So that would be actually the Klärchens. It's a ballroom that you can actually rent for dinners. As you can see here, that's the Mirror Hall, and you can host seated dinners up to 80 people there. They say 100, but that would be a little bit very tight, so 80 is very good there. Then we have a new industrial area thing that is called Deep. It's an old factory that has been completely refurbished, also new electricity, everything. And you can, they have one 800 square meter hall downstairs that you can use for spectacular dinners, as you can see here.
As the last minute, Sabine, I don't know if you want to take some questions, maybe. I don't know if Hakon had something to ask.
Yeah.
No, it was
raised.
It was just about that we couldn't see your slides before now.
Okay. Well, last minute.
The last minute, then I get the last event spot there. Let me end with this beautiful picture of one of our events, which is here at the Classic Remise. The Classic Remise is a very special place because we have some people who own vintage cars. And where do you put a vintage car if you have several of them? And that's what the Classic Remise is for. So you can actually rent a room for your car, but you can also expose your car like in a showcase. So you actually can sit and have a look at beautiful vintage cars while dining. And so if you are hooked on the car theme, this would be also a very good opportunity to have your gala dinner in Berlin. So are there any questions?
Thanks so much, Benji, for hosting this second edition. Sabine, I'm so grateful to hear from you. My question had already posted in the chat. It goes as do you intend or do you do outbound leisure travels as well?
No, we don't do any outbound. We actually not on a regular basis. What we have one German client that always wants to go outbound, and that is once a year. for a lot of questions which are financial slash sustainability and so on. They are now, for the last 5 years, they remained in Europe. But of course, we always have an eye on our DMC partners all over the world. So if somebody asks us, because sometimes also clients say, well, next time we want to go there and there, but we are not sure about the destination, and we're not sure about maybe the contacts we have there, then we always tend to share those contacts with our partners in GDA.
That's excellent. Thank you, Sabine. Thank you for that. Hakon?
Yeah, so I have one quick question actually. We were looking for a group maybe going to the Frankfurt region, and we know, because you know they have the Mercedes museum in Stuttgart. Do you have any? You said you have vintage cars and things like that. Do you have something in that area around? What's it called? Helgenberg? No, Helgberg. Heidelberg, yeah. Thank you. Between there and Stuttgart, because we're thinking like have a car day driving to the museum, or go to the museum and drive around Stuttgart or something like that. Do you have something like that?
We can have a look into that, actually. Okay. Yeah, we have contacts there. If you send me a mail, Hakon, then I will definitely have a look into it.
Yeah. Thanks, Sabine. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for participating in this first slot of our webinar.